Okay, so we'll just start from the very beginning. Let's see. Do you know who Charles Darwin is?
He's a scientist that wanted to know if about the how man evolved, and used ancient creatures like lizards as his examples, his species to study on pristine islands.
Very good, very good. And let's see, what you know of the theory of evolution, do you accept that as a true thing?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Good. And are there parts about the theory of evolution that you've come across that don't quite make sense or seem like they're non-applicable?
Well, I really, personally, I haven't studied enough about archaeology and biology to consider myself an expert. But what I've read about him and what he's done makes sense.
Excellent. And let's see, do you believe that the Earth is thousands of years old or billions of years old?
Billions of years old.
Excellent. And do you have a faith in God?
Yeah.
Good. And if you can, like briefly, like tell us what that means, like what God may mean to you.
There may be a creator, maybe there may be a creator that made the earth, possibly not how some people sell it in their religions.
I like that. And so do you? Okay, I
mean, you just look at I look at the geography, and you just look at it in a globe, and you can see like, well, it may have been one landmass and then split apart.
Oh, Pangea.
You know, like in Hawaii, there's volcanoes. I don't know if there is, or it's just a myth that there's global warming in the North Pole. Well, that might be carried on upon man because they might want to pump oil out of it. So it's a lot easier to get oil from platforms and water than digging below ice that moves.
That's
you know
a
what
very
I mean?
good point. Absolutely.
So what could be evolution, and they call the ozone layer, that sunlight radiation is making Earth warmer, right, plus man's pollution.
Very good.
So that might be true, but it might be just a selling point that oil people, like I say, want to get to the North Pole and get their oil platforms in there and pump oil.
Yeah, that's quite possible. And have you read any books on evolution?
Just not very many. Not consider myself an expert at all.
Excellent. And lastly, have you read any books recently on science?
Not probably in about a year. Just a lot of magazine articles, newspaper articles, but I have read a lot of articles on science, and I think some of his science, I'm not sure, because he's an anthropologist, and it had to do this with the size. Anthropology has to do with the size of the brain and the survival of the fittest, and why species can reproduce and how species die out.
That's awesome.
So obviously he was interested in the use of the brain of animals to see how they keep reproducing throughout the millenniums.
That's beautiful. That's perfect. Thank you so much. That was awesome.